Hi guys, like to welcome you guys all back to Read with Melanin. We are back with another episode of the Bookish Epilogue where we recap and restart everything for the new year. Today is the day that we are finally going to be setting up the new Melanin Eclectic digital reading planner. I do want to make this of note. If you go onto the Melanin Eclectic website, you will see two of the same cover where one says reading journal and one says reading planner. The reading planner the only difference between the reading planner and the reading journal is that one of them has it by months, where for those who do reading or any type of reading content, reels or whatever, there's also a social media page added onto it where you're able to plan out your videos and stuff if you are a digital planner girly. And then also we have what we call like the reading journal, where it is just about you keeping track of the books that you read and making logs and tracking your reading. So there are two different kinds. So I'm gonna show you a tutorial on how to use both of them, and then we're gonna get started. I am recording on my phone today, so I apologize if the audio is off, but my other stuff is acting up. Today, I wanted to come to you guys and show you guys how I'm going to be setting up my reading journal. Now, you can obviously work through this with me. You can work on the reading planner or the reading journal. Me personally, this year, I will be using the digital reading journal. Links down below in the description box if you're looking to work through this with me. Just a little bit of a recap. So once I'm using GoodNotes to work on my planner, so we remember in order for the hyperlinks to work, you must be in read mode. And in the current state of GoodNotes, to be in write mode, you must click this icon right here. And once you get this extra menu, that's how you know you're in write mode. The hyperlinks do not work in write mode. They only work in read mode. So just keep that in mind. So I've decided that I'm going to fill in a couple pages of my reading journal just so that I can kind of get started with what I want to do for this year for reading. So we're going to actually work our way through the list and I will show you guys. So for new releases, I have a couple new releases that I'm interested in. I'm going to put the ones from my anticipated reads list. So we are going to go ahead and write in a couple of them. So for me, I'm going to be writing in my purple, and I like my pen to be slightly larger, nothing major. This is the pen, this is the eraser, and this is the highlighter. I'm going to be working with the pen, and I'm going to just zoom in a little bit because I haven't written today. So my handwriting is not going to be perfect. I don't like how big, maybe smaller. So we are going to make it smaller. So I know it looks daunting to write in it, but you'll kind of get used to it. It's like I'm trying to decide right now like what size I like. I like you know what? I think this is the other issue. If you're like me, I write in between the line. I don't actually write on the line. Yeah, I think the problem is I have to write bigger. I think that's what it is. So we're going to zoom out a little bit. I do recommend if you're just starting off with a tablet or something and you're writing on it, there are tablet screen covers that have more of a paper feel to them, so it makes it easier to write on them. I need to remember to set up my Amazon storefront so that I can include some things for you guys in there, but that probably won't be ready. But you can search like paper, you can search paper, what's it called? You can search paper screen savers. Let's see. I actually did not write down any of the dates for any of these. So let me just write these down first and we'll see. So I guess you can also take some time to write it down. I haven't bought or borrowed any of these. I haven't decided which ones I'm actually going to be um I haven't decided which ones I'm actually going to be pre-ordering, which ones I'm going to be getting from the library. I haven't decided any of that. But yeah, so let me just fill this in for you guys. Okay, so I wrote down a couple of them. I have a couple more, but I feel like this is a good enough depiction of it. So I could have, like, I could go on forever. I feel like, oops. I could go on forever, but like, I feel like that's a pretty good amount for me to start with. Plus, I think I want to make sure that I leave some room for some friend recommended new releases. So as you guys are my friends, would definitely love if you guys recommended any of these or any new releases that are coming in next year that you think I would like or you would like to hear my thoughts on. Leave a comment down below and I will add it to this list. Okay, so we've done our new releases. I am needing to work on my calendar. So what I have decided to use my calendar for are for my Read with Melanin videos and goals. So, well, you know, I guess we'll work through this together. So I want to do January. So, ooh, I'm sorry, guys. I'm used to writing at a slight tilt. So trying to do this recorded is very difficult. So it looks a little messy, but it'll do. So for January, I'm also realizing that my tabs do not start on Sunday. So we're going to white those out. Let's see. Because I want my days to start on Monday, and Melanin Eclectic is working on stickers that you guys can use in the planner. Oh no, come back. We're working on stickers that are going to be able to be used in the digital journals, as well as some new stickers for our physical journalers. But they're not going to be released until January, and I am not satisfied with their current state to release them. So I'm just going to show you guys a quick fix if you are like me. And I realized that what I might actually do is send out have an extra sheet attached if you want to add this into your reading journal, because I don't like that. Okay. So we've done that, and I want to do black. So I'm gonna do the skinny one. Hold on. Okay. That was sent. Awesome. I have a meeting at 10. Cool. Yeah, we're doing this in between, like, this is what I'm doing for my break with you guys. So I want my calendar for January to start on Sunday, because if I'm not mistaken, January this month starts on a Monday, but I'm still going to do Sunday. Oh man. Yeah. Forgot that I whited it out. So hold on. I think we're just gonna do a simple, what? Thank you. Yeah, we're just gonna do a simple one. I don't think we need to do too much. I'm just gonna do S. And when I feel like, fixing that, let me make sure I'm in the view. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And what I could do here, instead of writing it, I could just click this little button right here, and I can actually like insert a font window, and I could just do it like that if I feel like it. Here are the fonts. You can add your own fonts and stuff into your iPads and stuff. If you guys want me to show you how to do that, I can. I think for the sake of this, I think I'm gonna just use it. Okay. There we go. Yeah. I would go through and do all of this, but right now I don't really need it. So what I actually plan on doing is color coding. So down here at the bottom, excuse me. So this will be Read with Melanin. This is Read with Melanin YouTube. And then what I also plan on doing is using my social media a little bit more. So this will be Did I really write TikTok like that? I did. Kind of want to leave it. So we're going to be doing a lot more TikToks and Reels on my Melanin Eclectic channel. I'm actually thinking about changing my Instagram names and making it to where my shop is Melanin Eclectic, and then my other one is something different, but we'll see. Then the next one that I want to do is maybe this red color. And this will be products, product releases, or product showcases, I think is a better word. Okay. So back to my purple. We can go over here. So my 3 goals for January in terms of like my reading channel and things of that nature is we're going to be posting once a week. I want all videos pre-recorded and scheduled. Pre-record and schedule. And then my goal for the month of January is 6 reads. If I don't meet that, it's fine. But if I do, it'll be great. So I don't exactly know what I'm going to be posting for January. I know that there will be some type of wrap up happening. Because I'm showing you guys this video, we're not going to have like a January like setup thing, because I'm not doing that in this. If you want to see my monthly planner setups and stuff from here on out, we're going to be doing those on my Plan with Melanin channel. But for like the reading recaps and stuff, we'll definitely be seeing this a lot more. So that's my first day. What I probably should have done is I probably should have added a page first, but I'll show you guys how to do that later. Reading goals. So we have reading goals and reading challenges. So I think what I want to do is set myself up for some genre challenges. So I want to read, I think I'm going to do like really easy things. I want to read 2 nonfictions, or actually, no. I think I said that my goal was, because hold on, I wrote them down in my other notebook. Hold on. My reading goals is for genres. I'm going to try to read 1 nonfiction a quarter. These books take me a longer time to read. So I want to read 1 thriller. I am not a thriller person, but we're going to see if my mind can be changed. We're going to do thriller or horror. My mind does not do well with these genres. Oop, but whatever. I don't know. We'll see. These are my genre challenges. Then I'm going to call these my bookish resolutions. These are the ones that I talked about in one of the previous bookish monologue videos. So we're at designated reading time. More library, less book buys. Continue DNFing. Use Storygraph. Hello. Ooh, I like this. I like how this looks. It looks good. I can't think of any more goals. Oh, I know that I'm going to have some Black Prose Club goals. We just haven't had our meeting. I know we've been off this year. We'll explain. I'm also going to add here channel goals. So my goal this year is to reach 500 subscribers. I'm going to say active subscribers. You got to be specific. I want to reach 500 active subs, and I want to meet my watch time. we'll see how else we go. I don't have any more goals for this one, so. Okay, so I don't have any pre-orders. There are some readathons that are coming up, but like I don't know which ones I want to actually do. And I'm actually working on a fantasy readathon that I want to introduce to you guys next year. Oh, we need to go back to reading goals because for this one, I want to introduce my fantasy readathon. It's something I've always wanted to do. I just have not sat down and really thought about it. I also want to do a reading collab. I don't know with who, but yeah. Oh, and I want to do the buddy reads. I'm going to come up with a cute name for it for my channel. So if you guys have ideas, let me know. Yeah, so like I said, I don't know any reading challenges yet. I know we in Black Prose do one every year, but we haven't decided on what the challenges will be this year. I don't have any DNFs yet. I haven't done it. I haven't read any books for 2024. Haven't done reading recaps or any wrap-ups. So I think with that being said, let's go through and look at everything. So we have our calendar set up for January. We have our goals for the year. We have our new releases turns into readathons. Wait. There we go. Pre-orders. There we go. I was like, what just happened? So I also wanted to show you guys. So see how I have this written out? I want to add another page here. So I'm going to click this little button with the plus sign and it's going to show up as, ooh, just realized you guys didn't see it. So again, let me do this over. So I want to add another page in my calendar because I want to have February available because I do actually want to plan out how I want to post content and stuff this year. So you click this little plus page right here and then it says add page and you can choose before, after, or the last page of the document. So I want it to be after the current page that I'm on in the current template that I'm in. So I'm going to click that. So if you scroll, there's this. And the reason that I'm keeping it in the calendar section, so say for example, you go back to goals and you come back to calendar, you can still scroll and it'll still have the same pages. So you access the tabs the same way. It's just that in the tab, you'll be able to swipe more without going to the next section because it'll have another calendar for you. If you guys are looking for any other specific reading stickers that you think would be perfect for your reading planner, please let me know down below in the comment section. If you are using this reading planner or my old reading planners, which are still some physical ones available in the shop, hit me up. Let me know. Thank you guys so much for checking out my channel. And as always, until the next episode of the Bookish Epilogue, bye.